guys, what's up? My name is Jess and welcome to today's video. So recently I've been brainstorming ideas for YouTube videos here on my channel. YouTube videos that I've been watching like on other people's channels all have to do with fall, and so I got really inspired just by the season. It's October now, it's October 3rd, happy Mean Girls Day. I'm just inspired by all of this stuff, and I really wanted to do like a fall favorites video or a favorites of like things to get you into fall type of deal. So I made a list of things and like little categories, and then things per category like clothes and books and things like that that remind me of fall or that help bring me into the fall season or that I like doing during the fall, even though I'm in Florida and fall doesn't really exist here for us. But either way, I'm really excited to show you guys all of the things I put together, and yeah, enjoy. So I'm gonna start out with something that actually wasn't on my list, and I literally just bent down to grab my phone and realized that this was a thing. It's gonna be my phone case. So this phone case is from Pixie Cases. It's a Halloween Town theme. It's super cute. It has the taxi cab from Halloween Town, Benny, the crystal ball, witch broom, taxi cab, a bus stop. I love it so much, and I found it, and it's just the cutest thing ever. So phone case, yeah, I just love Halloween Town, which will come in later during this video. The next category I have is clothing. I picked out two different pieces that I wear a lot during the fall or that I've gotten recently, so let's just hop into those. So my first fall favorite are these brown boots. I got these from a Goodwill in Virginia actually when I was doing a contract like 2 summers ago, and they are just the cutest things, and they just remind me of fall, and I like them. I can't really walk around in them too long because the heel's really high and my feet get sore super easily, but they're really cute and I love them, and they're good with like any fall outfit. The next thing I have is a recent purchase, and it is this black hat. You guys can see it. I love it so much. I bought it to wear to Halloween Horror Nights, but I just think it's the cutest thing ever, and I can't wait to wear it. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, I just got bangs, and this is my first time putting this hat on with bangs. Hello. Okay, I'm obsessed. I love this hat even more now. Okay, just like a simple black hat, and it almost like looks like a witch hat, but it is curved and is a more modern hat. But I definitely love hats during this time of year, and I'm really excited to go pick up some more. I'm looking at. I'm gonna probably go buy a brown one as well just to fit with more outfits, but I love a hat, and this is one of my favorites. It's from Target, so it's like 20 bucks. Really not that bad. My next category is music, and music is something that I think brings me super into a season or to a mood. So I love listening to different Spotify playlists and things to get me into the fall mood. One of my favorite Spotify playlists at the moment is the Autumn Harvest playlist by Kaylin Nicholson. It's on Spotify. Just type in Kaylin Nicholson, and then she has a bunch of playlists that she makes herself, and I love the Autumn Harvest one. It is definitely good to get into the autumn mood, especially like in the mornings when you're drinking your nice coffee. Oh, it's so good. Also, one of my favorite songs, and it just reminds me of like Halloween and fall, is actually Into the Rush by Aly and AJ. It was in the Twitches movie, and that movie is such a sentimental like movie for me during this time of year. So whenever I hear Into the Rush by Aly and AJ, I instantly feel like I'm in the fall, into the Halloween, and like I'm gonna meet my twin witch sister. She's about 3 years late, so we gotta get on that. And also on Spotify, I'm super excited to talk about podcasts. I love podcasts so much. They're one of my favorite things to do. I actually listen to podcasts more than I listen to music in my car usually. One of my favorite podcasts is called And That's Why We Drink. So in this podcast, it stars Em and Christine. Em starts off the podcast and they talk about things from like ghosts to aliens to cryptids and all like the spooky things, which I love. And then Christine joins in at the end of the podcast and does her half, and it's more about true crime, murder mystery, things like that. And it's just a whole encompassing spooky fall. I listen to it all year round, but just like the perfect vibe to get you into the season if you're looking for some spooks. I also recommend the podcast called Lore, and I actually haven't listened to this one in a fair amount of time, but I believe they made an Amazon television show off of it, but it is so good. It talks about like in depth about different types of lore. There's the name. So I remember listening to a few on like Bigfoot and like fae, fairies and things like that, and they just go into so many different lores and like little stories, and oh, it's just so good. I love it so much. My next one is gonna make me sound super basic, and that's fine because it's the Leaves candle from Bath and Body Works. This is my all-time favorite fall scent. The first time I got it was last year actually, and now whenever I smell it I like think of fall, and it is just I just love it so much. It's just so good. This is like the fall scent for me. There's a couple other ones that I like, but this is my one true love right here. Next in my categories is food, and I didn't really know what I wanted to put here because like most of the like fall foods I like are more for Thanksgiving, and I could go into a whole nother video on why I love the Whole Foods vegan pumpkin pie. However, because it's October, I'm gonna try and stick to more things that I guess I'm eating right now, or just things that are my favorites now. So I'm gonna talk about the most simple thing you can ever make, and it's just so good. You buy dates, pitted something. You buy pitted dates. You put crunchy peanut butter on it, then add cinnamon. It is the most simple, super healthy, delicious fall or anytime food ever. I just love it so much, and that's what I've been eating recently, so I'm just gonna include that in the fall thing. But we just love dates. They're just really good. They look like little cockroaches, which is like a little weird, but you get over it. Next up, we have coffee. I'm just gonna talk about the coffee that I've been having recently, which is the salted caramel blend. Oh my god, I'm throwing things. Which is the salted caramel blend from Lucky's Market. If you guys don't have a Lucky's Market, I'm sure any salted caramel coffee will do, but I use the salted caramel coffee from Lucky's, and then I add the caramel coffee creamer from Silk, I believe. It's a non-dairy creamer, and it is just so good. And like, I do like pumpkin spice, but it's not my total favorite thing. We do have a pumpkin spice one from Trader Joe's in the cabinet that I do like a lot too, so we'll add that one in as well. Next up, I'm super excited to talk about books. I love books. I've been reading a ton lately, and the books I picked out are the ones I've been reading the most recently to get me into the fall season. So let me just hop in because I'm so excited to talk about these. So first up, we have The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. This book is actually like fairly old. I think it was released in like 2014 or something, so like it's been around a while, and it's a lot of people's favorites from like a while ago, but I just discovered it. I love it. I'm on the third one right now, and there's only 3 of them. It's like a trilogy, but it's so good. It's so spooky, and the whole time it's like a mystery, and you're trying to figure out what's going on, and they have these powers, and you're like, but why do they have these powers? And it's just it's so good. Perfect for fall, and also just this cover art is so beautiful. I love it so much. The next book I have is my new like almost all-time favorite book ever. It is written so beautifully. The story is incredible. That is The Wicked Deep by Shea Ernshaw. I am obsessed with this book. I think I've talked about it before, but basically there's these 3 girls that were killed for being witches about 200 years ago, and every year they come back to the town that killed them, and they take over the bodies of girls in the village, and then they kill boys in the village. So we stand. Just kidding, that's a lie. It's just super good. There's romance and there's mystery, and it is written in the most beautiful lyrical way ever, and I'm like gushing, but it's just so good, and you feel the cold, you feel the fall, and it's not even set in the fall, it's set in the summer, but you can, it's literally the most perfect fall book I've ever read. Highly recommended. Please go read this book and talk to me about it, because I want to talk to people about it, because I don't know anyone else who's read this. The last up on my books for fall is one I actually have not read yet, and that is Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. I haven't read this one, but I bought it for this season just because the summary was super good and it's gotten a lot of high reviews. Basically, a girl goes to investigate a murder at a boarding school, and I think it's set in the fall, so I'm really excited to read this one, which is why I'm including it in this favorites video, but I haven't read it yet, so I'm excited to dive in. The next category is a little bit weird, and that is events, because I just wanted to talk about 2 different events that are perfect for the fall time. The first is HHN, or Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Orlando. I have been so many times this year. I love Halloween Horror Nights. It's super scary. There's like 10 different mazes you can go through, get scared. There's different scare zones you walk around the park, get scared. There's zombies and like monster fish and Ghostbusters, and it's just so much fun. So much fun to go with friends, and I work at Universal, so I get to go for free, which is really nice. But I really love Halloween Horror Nights. If you guys have one, or like if you live in Florida or live in California, check out Halloween Horror Nights this year. It is astounding. The next event idea I have can be done anywhere, and that is taking a ghost tour. If you guys saw my recent birthday vlog, me and my best friend Harmony went to St. Augustine to take a ghost tour of the city and see things, ghosts and stuff. And we had like one of those detectors that looks for things. I don't really know how these things work, but we brought a detector around with us, and it was just the most cool experience I've ever had. It was so awesome, and I highly recommend doing a ghost tour if you're trying to get into the spooky mood, because yeah, we were freaked out. Okay, going back to the beginning of this video, we're gonna talk about movies, and my favorite of all time Halloween fall movie is Halloween Town. I love all of them, 1, 2, and 3. 4 does not count. Sorry, Sarah Paxton. But I love the Halloween Town movies. I've loved them forever, and they are my favorite way to get into the season, and I watch them year round. So that is one of my top picks for Halloween movies, as well as Twitches, because I just really love nostalgia. So Twitches and Halloween Town are just, they're just so good, and they really help me get into the fall spirit. Hey guys, I'm editing this video right now, and I guess I didn't mention the Harry Potter in either the books or the movie section. Just know it's like an obvious thing. Harry Potter, obviously. It's perfect for fall. And last but not least, I'm going to talk about TV shows. One in particular, which I'm obsessed with. It's called Mindhunter. If you guys have not watched Mindhunter yet, I wouldn't recommend it for everyone. Let me start off by saying that. It is pretty intense and it has to do with serial killers and murderers, and there's a lot of intense scenes. However, it is incredible. If you guys are like into true crime and like listening to stories about it and stuff, not into true crimes, like you kill people, please don't kill people. It's not good. But if you like the stuff like that and just like learning about why serial killers do the things they do and how the FBI came together to start profiling things, it's just an incredible show. I just finished season 2 and they're going to be doing another season and then another season after that. I think there's 4 seasons scheduled, but it's incredible. Highly recommend. And it's like, oh, it'll keep you up at night, let me tell you that. I also recently finished the first season of the new Charmed on Netflix, and I really liked it. I've never seen the old Charmed, so I didn't have anything to compare it to, but as like a new show, like not comparing it to anything else, I thought it was great. I really liked it. It's about witches, super fun. There's some demon romance in it, which we are into, but yeah, I loved it. So that is going to be all of my fall favorites for this video. I'm sure there's a ton of other ones that I've forgotten, including my cat, who is somewhere, but he's a black cat. Is he there? No, that's not my cat. That's Ryan's cat. But I have a black cat, so he probably would have fit well into this video, but I'm sure I missed some things, and I'm sorry if I did. But as of right now, those are my fall favorites, and those are what just have been getting me into the fall vibes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you guys in my next one. If you guys didn't know, you should by now. I have an Instagram. I'll link it right over here. Go check it out. I post there a lot about my jobs at Disney and Universal, and when I go out and decide to do my makeup. So thanks so much for watching again. I will see you guys in my next video, and yeah, stay spooky. Bye.